Have you ever watched a motivational video, felt unstoppable for a few hours, and then, just as quickly, slipped back into old habits? That's the dark side of self-help. It promises you instant transformation, quick hacks, and endless positivity. But in reality, it often leaves you empty, chasing the next motivational high. Today, let's confront this illusion head-on. We'll explore why motivation fails, why toxic positivity and endless productivity hacks lead to burnout, and how Stoic philosophy offers a deeper, more lasting path, a path of discipline, acceptance, and true inner strength. Self-help as an industry thrives on one thing: your dissatisfaction. It tells you that you're not enough yet, but if you buy the next book, follow the next hack, or repeat the next mantra, you will be. Motivational speeches give us an adrenaline rush. They make us believe we've conquered procrastination, fear, or laziness. But like sugar, the effect is temporary. Soon, reality returns. The difficulties of life are still there. The same anxieties, the same temptations, the same struggles. Why does this happen? Because motivation is an emotion, and emotions, as the Stoics remind us, are fleeting. You cannot build a strong life on something that rises and falls like the weather. Another dark side of self-help is what we now call toxic positivity. It tells you, always think positive, always smile, always find a silver lining. But life is not always positive. Pain is real. Loss is real. Anger, grief, doubt, these are all part of the human experience. When we deny these emotions, when we pretend everything is fine, we become fragile. We crack the moment reality doesn't match our forced optimism. The Stoics warned against this very thing. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not hope that events will turn out the way you wish. Instead, welcome whatever happens. This is the path to peace." The Stoic does not force positivity. The Stoic practices clarity. He accepts life as it is, not as he wishes it to be. Modern self-help is obsessed with productivity. Wake up at 4 a.m., take cold showers, track every second of your day. The message is, if you're not constantly producing, you're failing. But this obsession creates slaves, not masters. It reduces life to an endless checklist. And ironically, it often leads to burnout, anxiety, and guilt for not doing enough. The Stoics approached work differently. They asked, is what I am doing essential? Is it in line with my purpose? Productivity, for its own sake, is empty. Productivity with purpose is wisdom. Let's draw the contrast clearly. Motivation is fleeting. It depends on external energy, hype, or mood. Philosophy is enduring. It trains the mind to act with reason, regardless of mood. Self-help often says, wait until you feel ready. Stoicism says, do it, whether you feel ready or not. Motivation depends on emotion. Discipline depends on choice. Motivation is a spark. Philosophy is a steady flame. So, what can we learn from Stoicism to replace this broken cycle of self-help? 1. Acceptance. The Stoics remind us, much of life is outside our control. We cannot control the economy, other people, or the inevitability of aging and death, but we can control our response. When we stop wasting energy resisting reality, we gain power. True strength is saying, this is how it is. Now how will I act? 2. Discipline. Motivation fades. Discipline remains. Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Discipline means you show up whether you feel like it or not. You act according to principle, not emotion. In this way, discipline frees you because you no longer depend on the rise and fall of your moods. Instead of chasing hacks, the Stoics practice simple, grounded methods. Morning reflection. Begin the day by preparing the mind. What challenges might I face today? How will I respond with reason, not impulse? Evening review. End the day by asking, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? How can I improve tomorrow? Negative visualization. Imagine loss, failure, or hardship, not to depress yourself, but to strengthen your gratitude and resilience. Voluntary discomfort. Practice small hardships, like skipping a luxury, to remember that you can endure far more than you think. These practices build strength that lasts. They don't give you a dopamine rush for 24 hours. They train the soul for a lifetime. The self-help industry wants you to keep coming back, to need the next book, the next seminar, the next guru. But Stoicism says you already have what you need: your mind, your reason, your ability to choose. Freedom is not in a hack or a mantra. Freedom is in mastering yourself. When you stop chasing endless motivation and accept discipline, you step into true power. You no longer live at the mercy of your moods. You live with clarity, with steadiness, with purpose. So I ask you, are you ready to step off the treadmill of self-help? To stop chasing fleeting motivation and instead build a foundation of discipline, acceptance, and wisdom, remember, storms will come. Motivation will fail you. Positivity will fade. Productivity hacks will burn you out. But philosophy, if you live it, will endure. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is the true self-help. Not empty motivation, not toxic positivity, but a philosophy that helps you master your storms.